somebody check the feed for me? Make sure it's right side up or whatever we're doing. Bear with us, bear with us. It's right side up.
Yep, yeah, straight.
I was supposed to hit go, wasn't I?
Should be on right now. Should be on now. Yeah. It's gonna be.
Let me tilt it up one notch. Is that better? Tilt it up.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, shalom. First and foremost, before we start, I'm going to give all honor, all praise, and all glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Chakodash.
Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone that rule well. As always, peace, blessings, and salutations unto the tabernacle of David, known for elect, scattered abroad across the four winds of the earth. There's so much going on right now. It's like, where do you start? Right? Obviously, we're to be preoccupied in prophecy, because prophecy is speaking abundantly. And all you guys who are detouring, from the faith and, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, we're going to leave you in the dust, man. All right? If you're not in the spirit of prophesying with all these different events that are taking place in the earth, and the spirit is just not with you, man.
God.
All
Hey,
right?
debating is not prophesying.
Right.
No, it's not.
Right.
You're not getting anywhere. You're literally still walking in circles like in the wilderness, while things are already in motion. Dominoes are falling. We don't have another 30 years to try to figure it out. You should already know by now that the truth has already been spread across the four corners of the earth. That's why it says in Matthew the 24th chapter that the gospel must be preached among all nations, and then shall the end come. And that's why we're seeing so much things happening. Everything is speeding up, because obviously the word has gone out. So the truth is here. You got to sit down and continue to have all these discussions and questions about this and that, and the 12 tribes chart, and
Still trying to figure out what the truth is.
yeah,
What the
Esau,
truth
the Arabs or not.
Yeah.
Hey, we got bigger fish.
We already know what it is. We already moved on.
I got something, Ecclesiasticus 39:1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies.
That's it. That's all we should be concerned with at this point. Right? Which the Lord said that he would multiply visions in the last days, and he would speak through the mouth of his prophets. Right? And Esau is at the end. So of course, we're gonna be there to, speak it. Now this devil, he's being consumed by the spirit of the Lord's mouth. And every day he's being exposed. It tells you that in Job, the 20th chapter, the last verse, it says that the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, then the earth shall rise up against him. And that's why you see in all this opposition in the world, all these different uproars and protests. That's a result of the wicked. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are on authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And a lot of people are mourning because, look at the
State of the world.
The state of the earth. Everybody's doing bad, man. And that's due to the greed of the higher ups who controls the entire global infrastructure, the economic and political infrastructure of the world. All right, and that's why they're trying to shift over to a different one. Because under America's hegemon, it's been so one-sided. With one side dominating completely, Nobody's really been, well, people have, especially the allies of Babylon, they've been able to benefit. But all these other countries, these third world countries, that's just now developing, nah, man. So they need something new. They're ready for something new. And really, the world is longing for us to get back into power. Because that's when the world's going to get back in this rightful order. You know? I don't know if anybody got anything else.
I got Habakkuk 2 and 3.
Yep.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know, we're supposed to be actively watching, you know, just paying attention to, you know, things that are happening, you know, throughout the whole earth. You know, there's all kind of wars, proxy wars. You know, you got a lot of infighting with governments.
Infrastructure.
Yeah, infrastructure change, right? Here in
Government's
Babylon,
toppling.
yeah, here in Babylon, you got nationwide protests.
Yeah. It's different. It's different than the whole George Floyd BLM, because the Edomite got shot. So now, you know, they're gonna make this is gonna be national news, national protest. You got people saying the chick's name, and you know, it's gonna be more than a meme than a movement. You know, something gotta be done when the Edomite get killed.
And here's the problem. That's two of them. CK
Yeah, Captain Kirk.
and and now this one. So they got enough. Only thing next is a kid.
Or smart.
Really, yeah, a small hat or a kid is like, okay, now we're going full scale.
Female.
When you think about the repercussion of that, they're looking for. Here's the thing, if I may, he is really looking for any excuse to unleash. I was gonna say holy hell, but you know,
sword.
his sword. Yeah, he just wanna get his sword wet, bro. He just wanna get it loose. I mean the other way, blood.
Yeah, well, because I don't know if y'all been seeing these posts on X from Elon Musk.
Yeah.
He's been sharing posts where they have this sentiment of Esau becoming the minority.
Yep.
They already are. If we really,
We know.
We know.
Yeah,
So,
the world.
It really plays into what we're seeing, because a lot of these white supremacist Edomites, they all knew that Trump would give them full immunity and incentive to join the ICE agencies.
Yep.
And now that a lot of them that's joined the ICE agencies, they're going out there and they're carrying out this sentiment. We got to go after these people of color. That's why they're not after Moab. That's why they're not after Ishmael. That's why they're not after Elon. They're not after Ham.
Now, they'll fuck with him. Like them Somali, but that's small potatoes.
Yeah, that's
Just because
that's just a distraction.
they want Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man.
the people that you see getting snatched out of their homes because they going door to door is mainly the tribes.
But at the same time, you got to be mindful of the side.
Right.
Because,
Exactly.
you know, they were saying the guy got, I saw an article where the guy that shot the lady, he had got almost ran over or got drugged however many months ago and had, he had 33 stitches.
Yeah, the
So he claimed PTSD or some shit.
No, I'm thinking the 33.
Right.
33, you know, so they.
The address in the back was 33.
Yeah.
Justified. Because you see Trump and who was that?
JD
Vance. Yeah, they're pretty much blaming the victim for her own murder.
Yep.
Rubio talking crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So right now, somebody get Isaiah 19. You people are in the hands of a cruel Lord, a fierce king.
Who
Because he's not going to show any remorse. They're basically saying, the officer who did that, he has full immunity. He wasn't wrong in what he did.
And they said more Americans. Well, who was that said that more Americans will be killed? Also, it was another official.
Yeah, it
It
was.
wasn't Trump himself. It was another official.
But they came, Trump and various other, you call leaders, they came out and said that less than 24 hours
Yep.
after it happened. So they
Yep.
backed them
Immediately.
immediately.
Because they backed them in the beginning, saying if you need to use
Yeah,
force
he
or
said
deadly
that.
force, do it. We seen that happen.
But another thing I'm thinking about is in California, in Central California, ICE agents were out there and they were shooting. The people were shooting at ICE agents. Remember, they ran.
Yeah.
So why did they use lethal force
Yeah.
then?
Yep.
But you use lethal force on some,
Random.
random ass. So I'm
That's
thinking,
that's kind of when they opened it up too, though.
Yeah,
Instead of thinking
throwing
use
the
lethal
rocks,
force. Lethal force.
yeah, but they,
I think when what was that somebody, a nice agent got shot, or was it Chicago?
it was somewhere,
somewhere like that.
yeah.
One of them got hit, and that's like, that's it. We ain't doing this no more.
I think down in Dallas or something, like
Yeah,
somewhere
it
in
was
Texas.
somewhere.
Well,
I don't know exactly.
the governors for like the blue states, because those are the ones that are being attacked. You know, all the blue states are being attacked by ICE. They're eventually they're gonna pretty much get the National Guard to
Yeah,
go up against the ICE agents, man.
Yep.
yeah, because when that woman got
Yeah.
killed in Minnesota,
Minneapolis.
the fucking governor is Tim Walz.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the same dude who was
Cross-dressing.
campaigning with
Yeah.
Kamala,
Come on.
Yeah.
and they were basically pushing for open borders.
Yep.
So he's definitely in opposition to this ICE shit.
Right.
And then I think there was another governor who was basically echoing the same sentiment that we need to actually gain control, and we might need to deploy the National Guard to get in there.
Philadelphia mayor.
Yeah.
She said it.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
I got that as in 19.
He said he had some quick.
You want to bring up his precept or?
He said he got a quick one.
Okay.
Matthew 10:34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
If I may, the case of this, why that scripture is so relevant is this part of prophecy, and as a prophecy is happening, how did Yahweh come to send peace? I mean, come not to send peace. His spirit is on the earth through the prophets, and the energy of this is creating instability everywhere because it's a kingdom change up right now. The Most High is changing the regime.
Paradigm
The
shift.
paradigm shift, the water, changing up the rulership of the earth in this same moment. And that's why he's coming to divide.
The Lord told Jeremiah he sent them out to tear down kingdoms.
Yep.
You know?
Right.
I think that's Jeremiah 1. if I'm
Yep.
not mistaken.
It is.
Yeah. And Esau, and the Lord put that spirit of pride on him, thinking that his kingdom being broken down, he thinks that he's gonna basically rebuild it.
Yep.
You know,
Build back up.
but that's the delusion that's on it. You know, no, this is it.
That's it.
This is the final seconds of your kingdom.
And before you grab that, it looked like he about to accomplish this shit. Like if we didn't have the spirit with the prophecy and the true faith and belief in it, what evidence would we have that this man about to make this crap? Because who gonna stop him?
And you see how they talking?
Yeah, who gonna
they
stop?
talking like hey, can't
The
nobody,
whole Western
can't
Hemisphere.
nobody fuck with
All
me
the
like that.
Americas, he
Yeah.
listed all the Americas. I'm gonna take Greenland, and I'm gonna take all of it. If y'all even think about jumping in, I'm fucking up everything.
Hey, can I bump the shot, play this 30-second clip before you play that? Because it goes right along with it.
Once again, but the United States proved once again that we have the most powerful, most lethal, most sophisticated, and most fearsome. It's a fearsome military on planet Earth, and it's not even close. You know, I've been saying it for a long time. Nobody can take us. Nobody. We don't want to have it. We don't have a discussion, but you read all and you see everything else. Nobody could have done that. Nobody has our weapons. Nobody has the quality of our weapons. The problem is we don't produce them fast enough. We're going to start producing them much faster. We're going to be very tough on the companies. We have the best weapons in the world, but it takes too long to get them.
Hey, there's stories down when they went down there in Venezuela that the Delta Force, they used some type of gun that fucking probably like a microwave gun that made all them soldiers down there discombobulated, man. They started bleeding out their eyes or different orifices and shit, crazy shit.
Mouth, coughing up
Yeah,
blood.
man. Yeah, there's weapons, Esau got that you haven't seen before.
We know about the microwave, the ones where they'll just shoot it at you and you can't even face it. You gotta turn around and cower.
That was back in the early 90s. Yeah.
They were
That's
using
what they
them
got now.
at the beginning of the George Floyd. They was testing them. They were having them on them MRAPs. They had them sonic ones too.
Yeah, sonic.
That fuck up people's
Ultrasonic.
ears. Yeah,
Crowd control.
yeah.
That's what they use.
And then now they probably even fine tuned it even more, sharpened it if you will,
The way.
to be able to with the sword, right? To use it in another way to make them bleed at this point. You got that?
Isaiah 19?
Yep.
I got it in GNT. Isaiah 19:2. It says, the Lord said, I will stir up civil war in Egypt and turn brother against brother and neighbor against neighbor.
And the problem with this situation is you're gonna fight abroad and at home. You're just gonna fight everywhere.
Yeah.
You just this is exactly why Rome fell in the first
That's
place.
it.
Ancient Rome.
Overextend your military.
You got
Fighting too
power
much.
in your kingdom and you try to conquer. Like you ain't even conquered your own land. The people in your land here.
And eventually you expect to draft,
Right.
have a draft
From
people.
of who?
Yeah.
Now, you notice the difference between America and Russia. They still over there trying to handle the business that they
Yep.
have at
exactly.
hand.
Ukraine.
America over there,
Yep.
all over the place.
Trying to protect all these different fronts.
Yep.
Well, that's that attitude you read in Isaiah 47 as well as in Revelation 18,
Yep.
where it says that I sit I am the queen.
Yep.
You know, I said I shall not be a widow.
Yep.
In other words,
I can't
Yeah.
get it. Yeah.
I have this secure attitude where I feel like I'm invincible. I can't be fucked with. I will not know adversity. You know, that's the attitude. You just heard it. And the people, you know, they supposed to have the attitude. Who shall make war with the beast?
Yeah.
They're boasting about how sophisticated their technology is, their military might is. Hey, because right now, the whole Western Hemisphere, America definitely has the power to take it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Most definitely.
All the major
all the
powers
Latin
are
American
way-
countries,
Yeah.
they ain't got no choice. They pretty much gonna have to lay down. You know? But,
The next closest somebody with that power is across the Pacific,
yeah.
or across the Atlantic. There's no one around
And see,
on this side of the world.
and this is where BRICS kind of fucked up at. They created a pact to be able to trade amongst each other. It's all economics. But
It's not.
NATO did it right when they formalized a military
Yeah.
alliance.
Yeah.
Because you need security
To protect the
to
economic.
protect you exactly. You know,
And that's what.
they formed NATO first before they formed the EU.
There you go.
So that was actually wise that Esau did that. And plus, that coincides right into prophecy. That would become the 7 heads with the 10 horns.
Yeah.
You know, and they would be able to form this big global superpower to control and have authority and dominate the entire earth. You know, so BRICS, they might be able to have that trading partnership with each other, but y'all didn't think about the security
Right, that's right.
aspect.
Yeah.
Because you all of you, despite together, you leave yourself vulnerable. Y'all might as well have formulated something similar to NATO, where you come up under Russia, which ultimately, the countries listed in Ezekiel 38, they're under that pact.
Yeah.
They're under that protection. Venezuela ain't under that protection. The Latin American countries, they're not under that protection.
They've been vulnerable for forever.
Yeah.
And America just exposed it.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
know?
pretty much. If your country doesn't possess the nuclear weapon, you're not taken serious, man.
At all.
What you saying?
I'm saying free game.
Yeah, they do with you whatever they want.
And here's the messed up part. I haven't heard anybody say yet. All the countries that conquered Latin America are EU nations,
Mhm.
are NATO nations. Portugal, Spain. You know what I mean? Like they're the ones that's conquered. So they're going to conquer other NATO EU nations, controlled lands.
Yep.
All right, and that's damn. They weren't even doing shit. Like, but you know why you need it, because you really ain't much gotta change, but you want to be able to tap into these resources so you can really get over there in the Eastern world. You really deal with the Eastern world. That's why he can't make, that's like he said in the video you just played, he can't really make them fast enough. Because they don't have all the uranium and all the different metals and, and oils and stuff to just use up. You don't want to use all his reserves. So he's like, I'm gonna use, this is my backyard, I'm gonna just knock
You
on all of
notice
this.
the shift when they went from the Department of Defense to the Department of War.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
got more aggressive.
Exactly.
But the mentality was there before the change of the name. The name is just,
Right.
to let you know what's going on. But
Yep.
they already had their plans, their councils that look, we about to turn it up.
Yeah.
We don't have time.
The Apostle Harvey saying that Devil Stephen Miller is pretty much in charge.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of
Yep.
Trump is the figurehead, but he's really calling the shots as
Military.
as far as military goes.
And also that guy, J.D. Vance, he's hired by Palantir.
Yeah.
So it's just, Trump is just, he's just this. He talks and they gas him up, and then he's made believe that he's in charge. He knows what's up, man.
Yeah.
And I think if they do something to Trump, I think J.D. Vance is the perfect devil.
Oh yeah.
Because
He'll carry it out.
He'll carry
it
it out.
Mission, I'll grab this quick pre and then Zeke can go back to Isaiah 19. Psalm 140:1 says, "Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man, preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war."
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about Esau, man.
Yeah. Favorite thing to do on the earth. Flex that blessing with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
That's why King David time he hated them motherfucking Edomites, man. He pushed them because the Edomites got pushed up into the mountains twice.
Yeah.
And when King David time, he pushed them out, man. And also after that, the Dark Ages, man. So King David, he hated the Edomite, man, because the motherfucker, you can't trust the motherfuckers, man. They're the perfect devil, man. You can't have them beside you, man. You can't coexist with them.
Yeah. No. There's no.
There ain't no
get
coexisting,
along.
bro.
Nah.
Nope.
He gonna try to take you out.
The purpose of the sword given to him was to take peace from the earth.
Right.
And he has such an evil, covetous nature that
He just gonna.
he just exists just to war.
Yeah,
Just to
place to start
wage war.
fight.
That's why the scriptures say, "Set him not by thee, lest he seek to take thy seat."
And he's taking it by force with that sword.
That's it.
He ain't trying to beguile you and sneak it. Nah, he gonna just chop your head off or stab you in the back, and then take it.
Yeah, all the wars that King David had with these other nations, it's gonna come back again. Cause when y'all shot, set up his kingdom, the prophets, King David on down, gonna be the men in the field, man.
Battle axe and weapons of war.
Exactly, putting these nations in slavery and cutting off the rebel Israelites, man. That
Heavenly
don't want to get along, man.
And that celestial armor.
That explains why Yahweh Shai had many crowns on his head.
Right. All back
And you go back.
Isaiah 19 and 2. The Lord said, "I will stir up civil war in Egypt and turn brother against brother and neighbor against neighbor." The modern day Egypt is America. Rival cities will fight each other, and rival kings will struggle for power. So the governors of particular states, they're kings. Also, the president is a king.
Like it says in Second Ezra, it says that they shall not regard their kings nor princes,
That's where I was going.
and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Because like we see it with the Trump administration, how they have this obey or die spirit.
Yep.
And ICE, the agency that they're using to get people to obey, it's been reports that a lot of these like the law enforcement, ICE, they've been getting training over there in Israel by the
I
IDF.
heard that, yeah.
So really, they're here to enforce the will of
Smart.
the small hat.
And they over there, and I saw some IDF training years ago. They over there with Krav Maga, they doing all them crazy martial arts to subdue and to snap and to pin people down and
But
you know.
those guys over there, they're madmen.
Yeah.
They don't spare none.
Exactly.
You see what they do
see
to
it.
the Palestinians, man?
yeah.
They don't have morals.
No.
You
They're
know.
the worst of the Edomites.
So they
They're the niggas of the Edomites.
right. Think about how they think about the people here in America.
Hmm.
They think about them as low as they think about the Palestinians.
Even other Edomites.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the regular
Yeah.
Edomite.
Yeah.
The Christian.
Yeah.
Christian
Yeah.
Edomite.
Because over there, you
They spit on
just-
other
yeah,
white
exactly.
Edomites. Yeah.
Exactly.
They the worst.
On top of that, speaking about the ICE, these soldiers, man, they had a chip, put a chip on their brain too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh
Sure,
man, there's gonna be
candidates.
no mercy.
Yeah.
They're gonna be controlled. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got some of them that are foreigners. You can tell that they just by them opening up their mouth, they got an accent. So they're being trained coming from other countries to police you and oppress you tribes.
We told y'all that was
And who's telling you, man?
That's strategic because when you have that type of mission at hand, when you have that type of order, those type of orders going on, you need somebody that's not gonna have that familiarity.
bias for their fellow Americans.
Y'all don't come from the same place, so it's not gonna be no remorse.
And they're doing it by allowing anyone could be an ICE agent. That's, like the brother was mentioning the foreigners, but you gotta understand how this devil thinks. He thinks he's always thought like there's strength in numbers.
Yep.
So if you see multiple, like say it's 1,000 ICE agents, that's going to intimidate a small neighborhood of people or whatever. Versus 2 or 3 cars of ICE agents, they're gonna be like, nigga, get out of here.
Right.
But they come in numbers, they like, oh, okay, we gotta, and go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say in their slogan that they're using right now is peace by force or peace by power. I forget exactly how it's quoted, but yeah,
Strength.
your strength, yeah,
Peace.
peace by strength or
Peace,
something.
yeah.
Okay.
Verse 3, it said, I am going to frustrate the plans of the Egyptians and destroy their morale.
The Most High will do that.
They will ask their idols to help them, and they will go and consult mediums and ask the spirits of the dead for advice. That main guy, JC, Jesus Christ.
Stand down with thine champions.
Yeah, that's one of the main idols, these people gonna run to.
Yeah, they've been trying to go to different mediums,
Yeah.
to try to figure this out, but ain't nothing gonna prevail. Nothing's gonna work because this is all part of the counsel of the Lord. The Lord set up that fierce king, that cruel Lord, to rule over Egypt.
Right. And the morale out here, man, people sense it. This ain't, you can't heal this place, man. How do you fix this?
A lot of
People are burnt out.
Yeah.
a lot of people don't even know what the hell is going on.
No.
You ask a nigga about a Russian oil tanker,
Right. Or sneak.
in,
They'll hear about Venezuela.
just because
It's
it's the headline,
Yeah.
but they don't understand
They might even know the lady's name that just got shot, but they don't know what's actually going on. Yeah, they'll tell you all about the niggas' stats on Sunday's football game, week 17 or whatever it was, 18 or whatever.
Yeah, they don't have the spirit to measure the time diligently in prophecy, man. They might see some shit on the news, be like, oh, okay, that's happening over there.
Yeah.
It's not bothering me,
Man,
But
Minnesota's fucked up.
it will bother you, man, because it's leading up all to your, hell you got to go through, Jacob's trouble, man. And ultimately the destruction of America by missiles, man.
And we told you, when it was peaceful in America, I don't want to say peaceful, but when it wasn't this unrest in America, we was telling you, it's coming here. We saw them throwing rocks at their militaries over there, Venezuela and other places. Now they're throwing them here. We told you it was coming. And it's not that we so big and bad. We're just pushing the Most High so big and bad. that he's got all this popping off.
You don't think the president of the U.S. You don't think he's gonna order drone strikes in America?
Right.
Nigga, please, he will.
This nigga will
All
do it.
He will.
Well, he's been saying that we have an enemy from within.
There we go.
So basically, American citizens are now targets of war.
And they're
And we can't forget, was that back in like last September, when they were proposing to have the military training in what they call dangerous cities,
Yep.
using these cities as
Training.
training grounds
Yep.
for the military.
Yep.
It just so happened that this situation in Minnesota happens, and now you're seeing all this unrest.
Yep.
So you already know what that means. Order out KO.
And it was like like damn near all last year, it was like a mantra damn near. They kept on saying, "Oh, it's be prepared for a T attack,"
Yeah.
on the shores of America.
Every holiday, every weekend, it was always a threat of, we're on high alert. We can't gotta cancel this. We can't do that.
Yeah.
To keep the people's mind at from getting too comfortable, just to stay on.
That'd be like that record
Percent.
kept echoing, something is on the horizon,
Yep.
Be prepared.
And it was always going out to every city. Vegas, watch out. LA, watch out. Chicago, watch out. New York, watch out. These are targets of ICE. ISIS.
Yeah. And this place is due for a major false flags.
Yeah.
Because there's so many psyops being run at the same time.
And then falling
People
apart.
ain't gonna know when something finally hits. They're just not gonna be able to keep up. And they're gonna just basically, the people just gonna be in fear.
Yep.
And that's the best way to
Yep. To run somebody.
to get control,
Yeah.
is to get the people in fear.
Yep. People can't think, they're not prepared. That's the first thing the military does, is they get you discombobulated, then they teach you how to think in a discombobulated state. Stressful, sleep deprived. You got it, bro.
Isaiah 19:4.
Also, like, let me get a quick verse before you resume. Because Esau, he's all over the place with it, but he's really all these psyops. There's so much happening all at once. He wants to basically keep the people distracted and confused. But the scriptures, this is what the scriptures tell us. This is Apostle Paul, Ephesians 6:10. It says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." And all these different psyops are part of those wiles. All right, they want to get you people divided up. This is how they're going to be able to justify enforcing a lockdown or martial law, or bringing more enforcement. Because ICE is already being militarized. They got vests. They got literally vests that say police on them.
Yep. Helmets and shit.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, it's like a tug of war, like back and forth from pleasure to chaos. Like you were saying, that the troops get trained in tense situations so they can be able to handle it. They know that when people are anxious all the time and under stress, they're not able to think. So when you have these situations, these chaotic situations happen, and then you turn around and give the people pleasure, that keeps them confused. That keeps them uneasy.
And they interrupt the end of that pleasure and fun with more chaos.
Right.
They just always like, what the fuck? It's confused.
I don't know where they're comfortable with.
And that's why the prophets are there to continue to maintain that watch on the watchtower, man. Keeping our eyes focused with that eye soft.
And the elect that are listening and learning and watching as well, we're here to stabilize you with this information. So you don't get caught up, okay, that's your favorite team, but watch out.
Right. Yeah, because this is 1 Corinthians 14. I'm reading it in the NLT. It says, "So my dear brothers and sisters," 14 and 39 NLT. So it says, "So my dear brothers and sisters, be eager to prophesy, and don't forbid speaking in tongues." And when we read this in the KJV, it says, "Wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy, and forbid not to speak in tongues." And when you go into this word covet, it's like it's G2206, and it's zeloo, it says to burn with zeal, to be heated or boiled, to desire earnestly or to pursue. Yeah.
To keep the people fed, to keep the people stable. And not everybody's gonna receive it to be stable. And even some of the elect that don't have the doctrine right is gonna be like, oh shit, what's going on? Well, no, brother, this is this.
Yeah.
Oh, this ain't it. Like the Apostle Tahar, even it don't even matter what video he's doing, he always seems to mention, but this ain't it, because the chip ain't out. He reminding brothers to know, don't get all hyped up that this is all the missiles are about to be. No, we gotta wait till this chip is forced and implemented.
Yeah, kind. The scripture says it's an order of operations. When you go back to math, basically you have to do whatever in the parentheses first, right?
Yeah.
Well, the scriptures line up and tell us, hey, before the end comes, hey, the MOTB has to be established and made mandatory throughout the world, man.
To try all of
Yeah,
them.
to try all, right? And then after that, hey, the nukes will fly.
Yep.
Yeah, we're in the beginning of sorrow, Matthew 24.
Yep. That's a period of time.
Right.
Of things to go bad, and we're watching it, and it ain't even bad. This is the problem. It ain't bad yet. Still got running water. Still chilling. Still can run through a drive-through or to a grocery store. Still, it ain't even hyperinflation.
Lights is still on.
Lights, man. So much bad can go.
Still
And
get
I,
videos.
and I was right. And I was watching a video with a guy. I think AI Telly, like an AI thing breaking down how they snapped at Maduro. And it was saying they hit him with an EMP basically to just black out all communication and all lights, and then that other thing, or maybe it was the same thing, made him. I heard that was there too. Right. So when that hit everybody discombobulated 2 a.m.
Yeah.
They ran through and snatched the dude up, knocked out some bases, and got the hell up out of Dodge. We own this now.
Man, they did it with ease.
That should look like a James Bond movie, how slick and how smooth.
You see like the you said you saw like something where they showed like it kind of animated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
They knocked out their radar systems and
Yep.
everything.
They hit him over here, then they came in, then the boats did this, and then they shot the
It was
missile.
on the helicopter.
Yeah, then they
went to the
down.
aircraft carrier.
They've been running a drill over in I forget where in America, but they had a replica of the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they ran through and they had it like with the back of their hand with no sight. They can go through there, even though they had the infrared.
Because what he does, he basically says he could use Wi-Fi routers to map out, the
layout.
mazing of your house, so to speak, the layout.
The blueprint, but yeah,
Yeah.
the floor plan.
Yeah, the floor plan. He use Wi-Fi.
And
It brings more understanding of what the hammer of the earth, Babylon, America, really is, man.
Yeah.
They're the hammer, man. They're advancing military power. You know, the computers and the fucking what else, satellites and all that shit. You know, missiles and all that. You know, that's why these other nations, they gotta get together and basically,
Yeah.
you know, pounce on America in the end. You know, because NATO and EU, they're gonna turn on America, man. They're gonna shoot their missiles on it too.
So I said, who can make war? You quoted again. Who can make war with the beast?
Right.
And it's not talking about NATO as much as the horde that rides the beast with America.
Back in Isaiah
Yep.
19. Isaiah 19:4. I will hand the Egyptians over to a cruel I will hand the Egyptians over to a tyrant, to a cruel king who will rule them. I, the Lord Almighty, have spoken.
Yep.
The water.
And he sounds like he's about to go on a tirade in the earth. The tyrant is about to go on a tirade. Okay, where he already started, got warmed up, and felt good. You see how proud he looked? How he felt so good after he got out of there? It was really easy. We went in there, we did it. Wonderful people down there, but we had to take that down. Now we're thinking about Greenland. Now we're going to Mexico. Now we're going to Colombia. Now we're going to Iran.
Yeah.
His bloodlust is up.
He's
He
on a
got a
roll.
hit. Yeah, he got a hit.
He's striking while the iron is hot.
Yeah.
That's why they're moving from from place to place. We're gonna take these many people down, these many nations down, because they're on a roll until they actually meet the superpowers.
Yep.
Right, and that's ultimately what the ancient Roman Empire did as well. you know, with their military prowess, the scripture speaks in the book, I believe, Daniel 7:7, about the iron teeth. Basically, how, and also, I believe it's also in Habakkuk, where it speaks about the Greeks and how swift they were. The leopard was swift. Hey, well, Esau here in the revitalized Roman Empire is doing the same thing, man. You know, he understands that he's the greatest militarily. You know, he understands no nations can defeat him right now. And ultimately, Yahweh Shem Shai is, you know, allowing him to do this for him to be put in a position to be taken down, man. That's the number one reason as to why Esau is able to move how he's moving upon the earth.
Right.
Yeah, this whole down the road doctrine, where they pretty much feel because America has that military prowess, it has all the military might and the wealth to basically secure the entire Western Hemisphere. They don't want any existential threats from outside hemispheric nations.
I can't have Russia.
We can't have Russia, China.
Being my neighbor.
Right.
I can't have being my neighbor.
They don't want Latin America doing business with China and Russia.
Exactly. You know,
and they're going to enforce that. They got the power to enforce that not to happen.
So right now, when you pay attention to the politics of it, some of the Latin American countries, they talking shit like as if they'll be able to handle defending themselves. But we know the truth. But Esau already has everything in position because he's talking about going to get Mexico. You already got a small hat in place in Mexico.
Right.
And then they talking about going down to the Lithium Triangle, which is basically at the southern tip of South America. So they want to have pretty much that's the whole Western Hemisphere, from Canada,
Brazil,
all the way down to Argentina and Chile. And they want all those resources that they're sitting on. The Lithium Triangle, that's Bolivia, Argentina, and Chile. And then I did a lesson on it the other night. You had a couple rats, sewer rats. They was down there with some grenades, trying to start a fire down there. And these were Israeli manufactured grenades. So they knew where they came from. These weren't just no regular tourists. But they're down there because they're trying to take that land as well.
To make civil unrest and destabilize it.
They're gonna try to burn it and try to cause some type of situation down there so that they can go down there.
Yeah, much like
Because they want that lithium, they want the gold, the silver, all of the precious minerals and metals that they need for this whole AI transformation. For anything to fulfill what this devil Elon Musk is trying to have done, they need those resources down there.
That's why he's going to make a deal with his cyber trucks and with his robots to be used militarily. Because if you gave me the lithium for the batteries and all the resources that I need to build this stuff, I'll help you police the world and we can dominate together. This is what they're thinking.
This is all for the purpose of the small hats ruling the entire globe.
Here you go.
This is not the first intervention in Latin America, man. This devil has been toppling governments, setting up shop and taking resources. He's been doing this, but he made it a statement to the other nations in Latin America. Look, what we did to Maduro is gonna happen to you.
Yep.
If you even think about it. That's what it was. It was a statement. It was just a message to the rest of the world, a message to China, a message to Russia. Stay out of our playground, all right? But hey, China and Russia, they're not afraid.
Right.
They're moving their chess pieces too.
Looking at Waikiki, the Argentinian president. He's small hat.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
So they've been set in place. They've been in position.
The Chilean
for this whole thing.
President, small hat.
Yeah.
So
So now they got rid of Maduro. He was against the Zionists. Well, I say he was a puppet, like a double agent. He gave me that vibe of being a double agent.
Yeah.
because the
Put
way
me
he
in a
just
position, I'll do certain things, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do this against my people.
right. But he was going against like they had I think we brought it out last week that they're against porn and
Yep. Same-
abortions
same
and all the
trans.
shit that the fucking small hats are pro.
Yep.
They're for, and then the words that he had against BB.
Mm-hmm.
So they like, yeah, we got to get this dude the hell up out of here.
Yep.
But now they think they can set up who they want in these countries so that they can have access.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, and that's all that is Habakkuk 2
Yep.
in verse 5 on down.
Yep.
That's exactly what's playing out. Is evil covetousness, him trying to gather, heap unto him all nations and gather to him all people. So he's going from nation to nation. Yep.
I got Psalms 10. I started verse 2. I'll just start at the top. It says, "Why standest thou afar off, O Yahweh? Why hidest thou thyself in the times of trouble?"
And there's an answer to that, which we understand. Why is he not stepping in to stop this?
Going back to
Is this because he needs it to be fulfilled?
Right.
People got to get judged. This man got to really put himself over the cliffside, to end himself, so he can get the Yahushua can put the finishing touches on him. But it's for full prophecy has to come to pass.
Yeah, how else is they're gonna finally have the energy to finally get it through their heads?
Mm-hmm.
We all need to shoot missiles together at the same time on this
Right.
place.
Yeah.
How else is they're gonna be made small among the heathen and greatly despised if they're not moving in this energy?
How else is it?
You gotta be in the spirit of pissing the whole entire planet off for that to be fulfilled
consistent too.
consistently.
How else the least of the flock going to draw them out?
Exactly.
To be surrounded basically by the world.
Yeah. Because
And that's what-
that small little group of people they're the biggest antagonizers of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
They're a very antagonizing entity,
Yep.
and that's what's gonna basically push for action to be met.
Right.
We gotta do something about these people.
Mm-hmm. They're the problem.
They're the problem. They're the pest.
They see America's the problem, but when they realize that who's controlling America,
Exactly.
that's when they're gonna go, oh, it's them,
The-
but they're controlling them, so we gotta
Yeah,
take
the
off the
battery-
bully, and then we can
That
take
battery
his ass
pack
out.
in Trump's back, it has a blue 6-pointed
Yeah.
hexagram on it.
Yep.
The nations know that because they've been kicked out of over 100
Yeah.
countries, man.
Yeah.
They know the history is there. That what they've done, man. They did it in Russia. They did it in France. They did it in England. They did it everywhere they go, man. Okay, everywhere.
Shit, don't nobody want rats in their house.
Yeah, boy.
Continuing on, Psalms 10 and verse 2. "The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined."
Now, who's this poor talking about? Israel.
Yep.
We're the poor. We're the meek.
Right.
It's not talking about fucking Hamites over there in Africa, Somalis and shit. It's not talking about that. We're talking about the Israelites. We're the poor.
North, Central, South Americans, all Negro, Latino, Native Americans.
Yeah, you don't have the military like they do. Whenever
Part
they
of
have
what
these
we're for.
different summits, you're not invited.
Yeah, reckon.
You're not that's in numbers. You're not reckoned among the nations. So yeah, you're the poor and you're the most disregarded. And then and like I said in Jeremiah 50, verse 33, Judah and Israel will be oppressed together. That's why ICE is going after you.
Yep.
You order y'all saw that video. My chick, she ordered from DoorDash, and the DoorDash delivery driver was a Latino woman, and fucking ICE shows up, and she basically ran in the lady's house. So the lady is literally having a standoff with ICE at her front door because they want the Latina lady to come out. She's in there, shaking and crying and scared. She gotta basically surrender and go and basically get took, and who knows where she's gonna be end up at
They ain't flying all the way back to. We don't even know where she's. They don't even know where she's from to be dropping her off in Guantanamo Bay, let alone back in Venezuela. She might even be from there.
Yeah.
Who's that? Oh, God, bitch. Who's that bitch that said they went past all these other countries? They went to 2 or 3 other countries before they got here. Why don't you stay in those before you could just sneak into our place? Then the other lady said, because we see America as salvation. There's a Venezuelan lady saying this. We see America and coming here, they have showers with doors on them and shit, fresh water. You can go to the grocery store and everything's in Walmart. We see, you guys don't appreciate the stuff you have. We look at it like this is everything we need, in our life down where we live. We fight to live for it. You motherfuckers just throwing the shit away like it don't mean nothing.
Verse 3, for the
It's
wicked.
like the scriptures say, his eyes are privily set against the poor. So basically, everybody that fits the profile, you're targeted.
Yeah. And it's fucked up because it seems like anybody that you like say white American, I would say it that way, don't really want to be around. Like, this motherfucker speaking Spanish. I don't want to get them out of here. He too black. He ain't. Yes, what could I do for you? Tap dancing for him. So get him out of here. Anybody that's not on there, and that's what it's gonna come down to as they begin to dwindle all the migrant. I'm using that term, the migrant numbers. It's gonna become what American citizens don't we want to be around? And guess where they coming? They're gonna stay in them same cities, and they're gonna take you gang banging ass Jakes. Legal Latino Native American gang. They're gonna go after y'all. They're gonna go after everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody that ain't in a certain tax bracket that that sold out already.
Yeah, they're gonna get them first.
Yep.
So it's gonna be bloodshed. It's gonna be war. These niggas gonna be getting it. I can see these street gangs getting in the shootouts
Oh yeah.
with these agencies.
Yeah.
Until they run out of bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of these niggas gonna be dying left and right.
I see.
Then you're gonna have simultaneously with all this war on the brink, military draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So-
brought Isaiah 19. You read further down in the chapter, it says, the land of Judah, Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. It's gonna be afraid, man.
Right. It looks like it's gonna take that, like martial law, the military in the streets, governors going at it with other governors to implement the chip, man. It'll be the perfect excuse.
Yeah.
We need order. You want food, you want drink, you want shelter. You gotta come to the military.
And Esau gonna put out robots, so that's gonna be more manpower. Because I sent the article earlier. Esau, he put out 300 robots in San Francisco, man. Just seeing how the people were reacting. People just walking past, or, like it unaffected.
And that's the tech city.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what you call that.
You don't know
That
they
ain't no-
scanning your face.
On top of everything this brother said, they're gonna do all that and throw an EMP in there to reset the money, to reset the system.
Yeah.
It's ushering in the MOTB along with some sort of draconian laws, to really kick this shit off.
Yeah, that's why it's so important for us to you said it. That's why it's so important for us to be in the stead that we are in, man. To be giving you this information, man. Because the app is American, but especially they don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on over there. They think it's so irrelevant to us. They don't know how that's affecting us. They don't know how that shit gonna be at your front door.
Yeah. And even the other Israelite groups, where is the heavy prophecy from all these other Israelite schools, even just one West school, but where's all the prophecy at about these wars? The consistency is coming out of Great Millstone, straight up.
Yeah, they may touch on it.
Yeah.
Say a little bit, but they're not going deep into it.
I mean, we go all the way.
Silicon Valley.
Yeah, Silicon Valley.
Yeah, you got it.
It says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous whom the Lord Yahweh abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. And I think that's in the Talmud, how they have to tell you what they're going to do before so they can feel innocent.
Yeah. So they just justified.
Yeah. So
And we told them we was gonna do it. They fell for it. That's on them. Even if we snuck it past you.
Right. Even when they get up on these interviews and these summits and they say, oh, we might do this, or it's a possibility that this might happen. They ain't gonna mention it if they don't plan it.
What's 6G gonna do? Take a better look under your skin or something? Yeah, it's about to say that. Oh, that's perfect how I said that and snuck it right in front of her face, wasn't it?
Yeah,
This is
16.
all a part of a script. They don't empty talk when they get up there, man. Everything is to the T. Even if it may look like they just coming off the head, it's not.
And their hand gestures tell you what they're talking about. If you know, for those that understood that, not to get so deep into that where you just looking for that. You got this is the understanding is what you should look for. That should be supplementary. There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
I had Revelation 12 and 12.
Go ahead.
Therefore rejoice ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
That's why he's everywhere. That's why he's doing homeland shit against the homegrown terrorists, you know, but basically American citizens.
Right.
He went through these cities, but that's also why he's pillaging the earth as well. Okay, he knows like this is the time. I gotta make my move now.
Everything.
Yes, he got so many objectives that he has to knock off, you know,
Yep.
piece by piece. You know, he's doing everything incrementally. But at this pace,
Yeah.
it's like you know that they're not really sleeping.
Yeah.
It's too much on the agenda.
Yeah.
That's why the scriptures say he sleep not except they have done mischief,
Yeah, sleep is taken away
unless he calls something to fall. So their mind is constantly in a process of plotting evil
Yeah.
and making sure that these things get carried out. Like it tells you in Micah 2, woe to them that work evil upon their beds when the morning is light, they practice it because it is the power of their hands.
Right.
They have the power to carry it out, you know. But he this man he not resting. Their mind is on the agenda.
Yeah.
We want to control everything moving. We want to be able to have everything that the Lord created himself under surveillance.
Right.
You know, we want all the land. We want all the material resources. You
We
know,
want all the people. We want all the
we
minds
want all
of
the
the
nations, the people. We want their minds.
people. Yeah.
That's, you know, you think about it, what they're doing in, you know, basically the whole Western Hemisphere, they're ultimately going to begin to control all the resources in these various Central, South American countries.
Yeah.
And it's easier to control the people.
Yeah.
And then obviously once you control the resources, they'll be likely, or more than likely, to conform to the new system.
I'm sorry, brother. You got it right now. He said, give me control of a country's, what do you say, money?
Yeah.
I care not who make the laws.
Right.
Resources is a form of money.
Yeah.
Well, and when we go into Revelation 18 chapter, it speaks about all the merchandise of Babylon. Hey, well, those are the natural resources of the world, and ultimately it said what? The souls of men.
Yep.
Hey, this is Esau's, you know, push getting that last piece of merchandise, so to speak.
Yep.
You know, this is Psalms 36 at the top in the NLT, and it reads, "Sin whispers to the wicked, deep within their hearts. They have no fear of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai at all."
They don't think that nothing gonna happen. You ain't concerned that nothing gonna happen. You just killed, you know, hundreds of people. I'm just saying, it's thousands, probably tens of thousands. 3 people on your side get killed, and you don't even give a fuck. We're gonna pay back everybody for every life lost. Damn. With hundreds, you know, per individual, it seems like. Believe me, when I read the comments on that America's Best Picks and Videos, hey, that right wing spirit, man, of the Edomites, bro. You know, because they're still mad about Charlie Kirk, bro. They still mad. They still want they want Jake's blood for that, and it wasn't even Jake that did it.
Right. They wishing they had did it.
Yeah.
You know?
Because we're closer to touch.
Right. Well, they're celebrating the girl that got
Yep.
shot in the face. They're that because she was supposedly a radical from the left, you know.
She was carpet muncher.
Yep.
So the right wing Edomite, he's celebrating that, man, because he's with his government. Because they know deep down this is what they're fighting for: survival of their power, of their structure, their supremacy, man.
Yep.
Hey, them ICE agents,
Right.
they, you know how when the scriptures say about concerning Yahweh Shai, those that would not have me serve him, bring them hither and slay before me.
Yeah.
They got that same spirit on the left hand.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you won't bow down to the Emperor Trump, off with his head.
Ultimately, that's right there in Revelation 13
That's what
chapter.
I'm gonna just read that. Then.
You got it. It's it. Yeah.
Revelation 13 and 15.
Yep.
And it reads, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
And that's what they want. That's how they're going to unify you. Like, how is that going to unify everybody? Through righteousness.
Right.
You're going to have to start performing righteousness or off at your head. But we're starting with bowing before me and being following what I tell you. Well, they're doing that on the other side. I demand you follow this image of the beast or off with your head.
It would, the same thing happened during the Grecian Empire.
Yep.
Under Antiochus
Exactly.
Epiphanes. You know, he said, any Israelite consenting into the religion of their fathers, you know, and not the religion of the king, would to be put to death.
Yeah.
So the scriptures, when you read further down, it says, and many Israelites also consented,
Yep.
right? By fear of what? Being put to death.
Yeah, but they children.
they sold out.
Yeah.
And that's why they preserve their life by basically selling out, so that they, you know, instead of taking a manful death, an honorable death, they wanted comfort.
Yeah, they became heathens.
So they became like, So you have that in today's time, where a lot of them, they're compromised, they got a lot of sellouts. So when this man makes it mandatory for everybody to take that implant, all these sellouts are definitely gonna give in. They're gonna consent, and they're gonna take it, and they're gonna advise others to take it.
Right.
As Elder Yashwama was saying, he was like, oh my gosh, was it Antoine Daniels type niggas,
Yeah,
the
Hodge
red-
twins.
the Hodge twins, the red hat wearing ass niggas, man. Nobody, come on. They be on that other side I be talking about. They be on there going hard for the white man, straight up. They love this nigga, man. And everybody, that's truth, brother. And it's crazy. Like you read the comments on the shit that they be talking about. And it be just blatantly wrong shit. Well, this is what we voted for. He told us he was gonna do it, and this is by any means he gotta get peace through power.
You might have some left wingers go out there and take it out on niggas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just
You have more?
Turn them back into Psalms 36. There's Psalms 36 at the top again, NLT. Says, send whispers to the wicked, deep within their hearts. They have no fear of the Most High at all. In their blind conceit, they cannot see how wicked they really are. Everything they say is crooked everything they say is crooked and deceitful. They refuse to act wisely or to do good. They lie awake.
It's not in them to do good. You know, they were shit. The Lord created them to be the wicked.
Yeah.
You know.
all things from my.
See, if they was if Trump and all these devils woke up and had a change of heart about everything that they're doing, the elite said, all right, yeah, we're gonna forgive the debt. This is our jubilee. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like if they was to start doing some shit like that, they going to fuck off.
And on,
Yeah.
and it, on
They're
top-
being wicked if they start being righteous.
Right, yeah. Exactly.
Because that's not their
Who we are.
purpose.
Yeah,
It's not their purpose.
It
exactly.
says, can the Ethiopian change his skin or the leopard his spots? They make you do good that are accustomed to do evil.
And like it
Who
also
could
said,
make straight which was made crooked? Crooked.
and it also said in Romans the 9th chapter, it said, I for this purpose I have, we're talking about Pharaoh, but we know that this is modern day Pharaoh. For this purpose I have, what did he say? I've hardened his heart,
It's hard.
that he would basically like to show my wrath,
Yeah, so it's power.
show my power unto the world through punishing him.
Yeah, this is continuing verse 4 in Psalm 36. It says, they lie awake at night, hatching sinful plots.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
Can't sleep. That's why it's so much on the agenda. Like every single day, there's something new being proposed. There's always some type of date goal that they
Yep.
are setting forth to
Agenda
have
20
it accomplished by this
2026,
particular
2030.
year, that year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's so
2025.
much. Well, Isaiah 47, that were wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. You fucking tired. We know you devils are tired. But we know that the chrome shots keep you
Yep.
stable, you know.
Heart transplants.
Heart transplants.
Yep.
Organ transplants.
The fucking
Yeah.
cocaine you just took out of Venezuela.
Yeah.
Cocaine ain't strong enough for these. dudes.
Right now as we speak, they're shooting off missiles on somebody, man.
Right now.
Right now.
Yep.
I read this quick on, and then I'll go back.
Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 9:15. For the corruptible body presseth down the soul, and the earthly tabernacle weigheth down the mind that museth upon many things. And I brought that out because Esau, he's trying to accomplish that godhood. So like when the scriptures say in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits, he's in a position of difficulty in his mind right now. He's going through it because he's trying to fit some shoes that he was never meant to fit. He's trying to be the Most High. That's why he all over the place, trying to do all this, trying to get control of the world.
Trying to figure out. Go ahead. Go.
Trying to be omniscient and you know, trying to multitask like he the Most High.
They couldn't, that's what I was gonna say, it's a beautiful point, because they couldn't accomplish this. They didn't begin to accomplish their agenda in the earth for the NWO until they took on a perspective of a Godhead. They had, so we need something that's all seen. We need to be vengeful at a moment's notice. And they start thinking like that, that's when they begin to gain great power in the earth. We need to dominate and kill and take over everything. And then it's like, matter of fact, isn't that what we wanted from our father Isaac?
Yeah, the birthright.
It's what they wanted anyway.
Yeah, this man is trying to figure out immortality, man.
Yep.
He has it all. He has all the money in the world. He is trying to be immortal. He's trying to live forever. Think about it. If you're trying to figure that out with a fucking carnal mind, you're
So what do? You make sure nobody can kill you.
you're constantly.
Not so you can't be killed, but if you kill them first, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
No, that's the point.
You're constantly trying to figure it out, and it's out of your reach. So you become frustrated, man. You become angry.
You have a point and bound
Yeah.
that cannot cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he read, it says it's like
No.
it says the same thing in Obadiah that the pride of his heart has deceived him. He thinks that's why he's so mad because he feel like he can do it,
Yeah.
but he can't.
Why come I can't win?
I got three.
That's a little bit.
Oh, God, go over it.
There's finishing it up. Verse 4. It says, they lie awake at night, hatching sinful plots. Their actions are never good. They make no attempt to turn from evil.
Dang.
That's the remedy.
Right.
Stop being wicked, bro.
That's the
You
bread.
can't.
That's how you become immortal.
Yeah.
You know.
But like we know, it ain't meant for
You
him.
can't do it.
He wasn't created for that.
Let me go real quick. It goes.
You got it.
Was reading. Psalms 52 and 2. Thy tongue deviseth mischief like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Selah.
They that what they say? They that love evil hate. How's it go? They that hate me love death.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we know death is through sin and wickedness. So that's how you prove that you hate the Most High.
And casting his words behind him.
Yep.
That was it.
Yeah, he like the brothers was saying, he's frustrated that he wants to get everything in a timely manner. Like he wants to try to hurry up his new world order, and with all this pushback, with a lot of the non-compliance from people that's fighting back. That's why it's angering him, and that wrath, going back to Revelation 12 and 12, is increasing to where they feel like, you know what? This is the reason why we got to bring humanity down to 500 million.
Yep.
This is why we're going to have to continue to poison the food supply and poison the air, you know.
VAX.
Put the stuff from that shot, put it in the food,
Water.
put it in the water. All these recalls, different food items off the shelves because they detecting this and that is causing this cancer and this complication. So
Can't eat shit.
yeah, so he's like it says in Isaiah 14, he who ruled with a
With anger?
yeah,
Yeah.
with a continual stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was cutting off many people,
Not a few.
cutting off many nations, not a few. You know? So he wants to beat everybody to the punch and be the one seen sitting at the top like he's the most high.
Yep.
You know? He exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped. So that he stood in the temple of God, calling himself the power.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
When you're just a man. And the Lord's he's gonna continue to give you over to your pride.
Huh? Yeah.
He's gonna continue to let you, hang yourself. In the scriptures say in Proverbs 18:12, before destruction, the heart of man is haughty. So the Lord's gonna allow you to meet your own demise. You're gonna continue to tempt the Lord until you finally meet him.
Right. Trump was being interviewed, and they asked him, "What's it gonna take, like, for you to stop doing this?" And he pretty much said, "My own morale, my own morality, my own heart.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna take for me to stop this."
Yeah.
And we know who could the heart of the king is in the hands of the Lord, man.
Exactly.
He don't want him to
The heart
stop.
is desperately wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Who
don't
can
want him
know
to
it?
stop.
Yeah.
You want him to keep going.
Mhm.
Go all the way to, hold on. That's my beloved. Hold on, you fucking up. Hey, you going too far. Till you get to the elect.
Yeah, it reminds me about, what's his name, Alexander the Great, right? Now, when he was conquering, he didn't really care about what was going on at home. He just had his eyes stuck on winning,
Yeah.
conquering, man. Oh, well, we got this next battle. Hey, well, let's get it, Who cares on home base, man? We are here to take over the world.
A great analogy in the movie Book of Eli. The guy was chasing Eli so deep, Carnegie was chasing Eli so far out that, hey, we can chase him or we can go back. We're almost out of fuel. He's like, ah. Then he got back to the house and realized, damn, he said, the Lord wanted to tell him, how many men you done lost? He looked around, all his top guys were gone. There's only one guy left that wasn't gone. He was looking around, he was like, I can't hold all these people from taking us over.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? And this motherfucker upstairs decaying from the inside himself anyway. He about to die. He said, I can smell your flesh rotting. You wanted all that, trying to get that power. That's a great analogy of what he is trying to do on the earth today. Trying to get the power out of the book. Okay? You have more?
Yeah, and that's why the Lord, he's gonna just prove that despite having all this power on the earth, with people, fearing him, the Lord told us, don't be afraid of the oppressor who should die like a man.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's in Isaiah the 51st chapter. You fear the oppressor, the fury of the oppressor, more than me. Don't fear him.
Yeah, I was trying to reiterate that in another way.
Yeah.
Fear not him that can kill the body, but which is not able to kill the soul. Rather fear him that can kill both body and soul in the grave, in hell.
Because we can't forget, though it seems as though this devil, he's succeeding in his wickedness, and it's looking like he's going to get the win and everybody else is going to lose. But no, Egypt was winning for hundreds of years before the Lord started to show his right hand and brought that whole civilization down. So Esau, he's not an exception to that rule. The Lord's going to show examples. He's going to start showing his right hand.
Yep.
Isaiah 59.
Yeah.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood, then shall the Lord lift up a great standard against them.
Yep.
We can't leave none of that out.
Right.
While he about
That's
to
what
put
we
his
got.
finishing touches and he's just gonna be just invincible and unfuckwittable on earth, man, the Lord's getting ready to do something else, man. He's in over his head right now.
Yep. We got some. Second Esdras 16. I'm gonna start up at 68. It says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach and trodden under foot." The sellouts you were talking about earlier, right? The people that folded in Greece, people gonna fold again this time.
Yeah, because you're gonna have the elect. You're gonna have those that are gonna be martyred because they refuse to worship the image and take the mark, and they're gonna be beheaded. And then you're gonna have some brothers that's gonna be persecuted, and the Lord might send angels to come and
Stop it in the midst.
deliver them out of the situation. You know, however it play out. But we're gonna start seeing miraculous, supernatural things.
Part of that right here.
Because the Lord has to preserve his remnant.
That's right.
Right.
The Lord said, "Because you have kept the words of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation."
Right.
He's gonna try the whole entire world. You know, brothers and sisters gonna be having to be on the run. They're gonna have to be as the pilgrim, can't be on the grid. You know, trying to hide off the grid, and
Still trying to move around.
Trying to move around.
Survive.
Gotta
Survive
survive.
off the grid.
Gotta depend on the Lord basically providing at that point.
We're gonna have to survive. And for y'all to understand this, 'cause I don't want y'all, I'm gonna go get a cabin in the woods, I'm gonna go chop down trees. No, we're gonna have to do this in the cities, inside the grid, be off the grid, inside the grid, in the cities, and still navigating and moving around.
Yeah,
Yeah, he gonna make it to where you ain't gonna find nothing outside of the cities.
No, exactly.
The way he's been destroying all these rural areas with all these
Fires and oil
derailments,
spills.
spills,
Yeah, that's
fires. He's purposely trying to damage the supply and
access.
the access to resources in those areas, because he's gonna make it to where if you want access to anything, you gotta be within these smart cities.
You gotta go through him.
You gotta go through him for the one of all things.
You're gonna be like in a post-apocalyptic movie. You're driving down a highway where you could pull over and hop out in the cornfield or orchard or something. That ain't gonna be there.
Gun,
I don't know that.
to learn back off, I believe Abia, you sent an article. One, it was either you or Elder Kratazan, basically stating the data centers, how they're going to allow those the wastewater from the data centers to enter into the river system. And what that does is ultimately you have something called total dissolved solids, right? And when that water, that wastewater goes into your natural resources, your rivers, your streams, your lakes, it depletes the oxygen in that water, so it causes the fish to ultimately suffocate within the water, and then it also causes algae to grow to the point where the algae is now fighting over the ecosystem with the plankton, with the snails,
Sounds
with the
like
fish.
the plagues of Egypt.
Yeah, and it kills them.
They say a unwise king destroyeth his people.
Yeah.
Why you have a level of, why is that a thing? You have a level of poison that is okay for you to get, to put in the food, to spill into your water. This is a devil. She's self-destructing right now.
And it reminded me of a point I was gonna make earlier, which was he's not hoarding up all these resources and going taking pillaging the earth to do some great humanitarian thing. He's doing it to gain power and to threaten the world into submission.
To covet them.
To covet, to take away from other. If I have all the oil and all the uranium and all the lithium, another country can't stop me, can't take me out of power.
diminish and weaken the world to get them to the point of desperation. That's not a real leader, a king, man.
There's a little bit more right here.
I
This is
gotta, if I could get a quick
you
read.
got it.
It's like Ecclesiastes 10:5. It says, "There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler."
Yeah. God, it's just like when we always go into the precept about the resources of the earth. It says, "Into the good, for the godly." Yes, Sirach 39, I believe. But for sinners, they have turned them into evil, right? Because what you were saying is Esau is going to cut off your access or your ability to get those natural resources. No longer are you going to be able to fish for yourself when all hell break loose and martial law points are set up. You know, your garden is going to be done away with once, you know, martial law is set up, so you can't feed yourself, man. You got to go into the Amazon Goes or the smart stores. You know, it's no longer your palm anymore. Now it's the MOTB and the surveillance AI that's mapping out your face when you go into there. New York, I believe it's a store called Wegmans, something like that. I did a lesson on it. But basically, as soon as you go into the store, it captures all of your biometrics, man, from the cameras. So you know your facial, it's like your facial structure, your face identity, fingerprints, all those different things. They're automatically snatching those from you when you go into the store and when you pay.
So when you enter into a smart city, that's the store is basically a model of what the smart city is going to be. You enter into the smart city, they'll know when you enter in. Like say the brother was mentioning, oh, you living off grid. Once you enter that perimeter of that smart city, alerts going to come up like we don't unregistered. So you can't even call you a citizen. It recognized, and then robots or people are gonna come scoop you up.
And that is
Now, if you don't have the proper identification, you're pretty much trespassing.
Yeah.
To be detained.
And think about it,
They
you
treat it
can't.
like the so-called illegals.
They're not gonna let you go leave. They're not gonna let you in.
Yeah.
So
They're gonna detain you somewhere. What are we talking about detaining at?
like, why don't you have?
Leave you idle.
These FEMA camps. We ain't forgot about these FEMA spots.
Leave you idle.
Alligators
Things offered unto idols.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I'm head. You still got
I
more.
got one more verse. This is the Ecclesiastes 8:9. It says, "All this have I seen and applied my heart unto every work that is done under the sun. There is a time wherein one man ruleth over another to his own hurt."
Yep.
Kamikaze.
Yep. Don't even realize he shooting himself in the foot.
Yeah.
And when that's gonna happen, that's I'm about to get to, and you just alluded to it. Still spoiling those that fear the Lord. When you start coming in, when that standard gets lifted up. I'll keep reading real quick, then you can grab yours. This is back in 2nd Ezra 16. I'm at verse 70. It said, "There shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and shall be tried as gold in the fire."
Yep.
Yeah, and that's gonna try our faith,
Yeah.
whether we believe or not. I was gonna make a joke earlier, it wasn't a joke, but it was kind of a point about going into these smart cities and whatever, and they're gonna call you out. Welcome, John Spartan from Demolition Man. Welcome, John Anderson from Minority Report. Welcome, Douglas Quaid from Total Recall. These movies are like left-hand prophecies, part of what the brother was alluding to, saying they have to tell you about this technology and these things before they use it on you. Then if you fall for it, that's on you.
Yeah, that's 2nd Ezra 2:9. Even he was coming is after the working of Satan with all power, signs and lying wonders. That's those signs, man.
That's 2nd Thessalonians.
Second
I think he said 2nd Ezra.
2nd Thessalonians 2:9. All right.
I was like,
He got to come with his own signs, basically his own predictions or warnings.
Yep.
You know,
Prophecies.
putting it in your face.
It said verse 8, it said the wicked shall be revealed. So that's why we going hard on Esau. It's for you Israelites to wake up and be like, who your enemy is. This guy's ruling the earth. He's destroying everything, man.
Yeah. That's why it'd be funny, because sometimes Jake will be like, y'all talk about Esau too much. Once y'all go into something else. And then Esau is just doing some shit constantly.
He's doing everything. How can you not talk about this nigga, man? Who else is in power? If you're talking about prophecy, how can you not talk about the one who's ruling?
The wicked ruler,
Bro.
the cruel lord, the evil king.
We forgot about the apostates,
Yeah.
sellouts, and
The agents.
agents
Yeah.
for about a week.
What was the other?
Sellouts.
No, he added a new one.
Jacob's Trouble.
Jacob's Trouble.
And Jacob's
Jacob's
Trouble.
Trouble,
Yeah.
yeah.
But who's bringing Jacob's Trouble?
They ain't talking about none of that.
Right.
None of that.
They still trying to find loopholes for Esau,
Mhm.
you know,
That's
they
what
want
we need,
nations.
that's what they need.
I said, who is Jake selling out to?
Yep.
You know? It all go back to Esau, man.
Who? Yeah, because he's selling out to Esau. He's an agent for Esau.
Okay.
Esau, man, if you don't have an Esau doctrine as the white man, you don't have the truth at all. Like, you got nothing. You can know all the tribes, but you don't know nothing's gonna line up without this man being the devil.
Who's the son of perdition?
Right.
Yeah, one of y'all sent the the 12 tribe sign on Walmart.
Yeah.
This is about a goose. Goose company.
I think that's just a cover, bro. It's probably a nigga doing it, bro.
It's all on Etsy and all
They
that.
probably manufactured it through
Yeah.
And what?
Walmart,
Like a third party.
Amazon.
Amazon. Yeah, they buy
Walmart.
Yeah.
you know, it's basically a print company. You know,
Yeah.
they just print it or whatever, but still, it's,
Yeah, you can get
you
it.
know.
Yeah.
But the Lord is, in these last days, the Lord is sifting.
Yeah.
We see that happening. Where everyone wants to merchandise. You know, the truth is powerful because it's the truth. And everyone's trying to merchandise and, you know, and trying to obtain this knowledge because it's something that's really useful if you're using it in the proper way. But
Yeah.
we see how, you know, these false prophets, these niggas out here, they call themselves men of the Lord, are treating this truth that's so precious.
And that's why judgment is going to begin at the house of the Most High. You know, and if it begin with us, but you know, where should the ungodly and the sinner appear? You know, but at least we're doing what we're supposed to do. You know, staying up on our watch. You know, watching, praying, prophesying. You know, so Jay ain't gonna have no excuse. The trumpet was blown
Yep.
in
Early.
Zion.
The full song was getting blown.
Yeah.
That's why I said, what's that, 2 Measures 8:51? But understand thou for thyself and seek
Yeah.
out the glory for such as be like thee.
Yep.
That's it. You know, so yeah, it's so much, you know, to cover. Like, that's why we're just gonna continue tomorrow at camp.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much to go into, man. Revelation 17:16, we
Yeah.
definitely gotta
Yeah.
go into
I
that
was home with you.
because it's looking like, yeah, the NATO countries, and the
Yeah.
European countries, you know, they just not feeling it anymore. You know.
When you think about it, if they would probably ease off of what they talking about doing, if America kind of pumped their brakes on some shit.
Yeah.
But we see that ain't happening. That ain't happening no time soon. This
They
devil's full
can
force
tell.
ahead.
They can tell
Yeah.
this one was about to. He didn't got his engines is moving.
Yeah.
The train is moving. He ain't about to stop. It's gonna take a lot to make this guy stop.
Yeah, it's like that movie. What's that movie with Denzel?
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. Yeah.
It's like that train in
Yeah.
Unstoppable, man.
Yeah.
Operation Warp Speed.
Running downhill with a damn chemical thing. It was funny.
Yeah.
That's a train sport movie too.
Yeah. So the only way for that to put a stop to that is we already know the beast shall hate the whore and burn it with fire.
Yeah.
That's the only way, man. And the Medes, of course, being stirred up to shoot their arrows. All right. So yeah, we'll get into that, Lord willing, at camp. But you know, Lord willing, you brothers and you sisters tuned in, we're edified. We're gonna give all honor, praise, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Chakarash.
the ones to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone. As always, peace, blessings, and citation to the elect. Shalom.
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 Jake trying to do something